the crowd, chaos in the ring, pumping loud. Wrestling cam, clashing titan, son of a beach, got them fighting. Ears flying, fists a storm. Moss with the power of the norm, Hector with the heart of a lion, dragon breath, seething iron. Welcome to Tuesday Night Rage, where the beasts break out their cage. Every grapple, every fight, under the bright arena lights. Up, no remorse. Barbie strikes with deadly force. Rude Rita cuts through the cheers. Dean Lashley bringing the fierce. Connors ready, loaded gun. Chucks wild cards everyone. John Coffin's dark and loose. Tuesday Night Rage erupts and fumes.
Welcome everybody to Tuesday Night Rage, the go home to Legacy, and we get started tonight with an elimination first blood tag team matchup, and Lethal Force will make their way down to the square circle here tonight. OG is at ringside. OG, what do you think about this one tonight?
Oh, I think it's going to be awesome to get Ring started in such a bloody capacity.
Well, Lethal Force making their way down to the ring here tonight, and they will challenge for the tag team championships at Legacy. And tonight they get another shot at these two men, as last week they were in a tables match against the Dirty Dogs. And well, Lethal Force, of course, taking in charge of that one and defeating the Dirty Dogs. And this son of a beach and Joey Reed wanted a rematch tonight, but in a first blood match, so interesting choice for this tag team here tonight. Here they come, the Undisputed Tag Team Champions. All right, Son of a Beach and Joey Reed at ringside. There's Jackson Briggs. And of course, this will be a tornado-style tag team matchup here tonight. And Lethal Force coming in with the hits right now. And of course, right now we want to give a lot of shout outs to our crowd here tonight, as we are live tonight in Phoenix, Arizona, ladies and gentlemen, the Go Home Show, and we'll be live this weekend in Las Vegas, Nevada. And right now, Jax on the outside with Joey Reed right in front of our table, OG, and well, now Joey looking for a weapon.
No, and he's got one of them light tubes right there. I forgot what they're called, but fluorescent light right there, right into the face of Briggs, and that one didn't bust right there.
No, it sure didn't. Must be one of them heavy duty types, and anything goes in this matchup. And right now, Jax on the bottom of your screen there with Joey Reed.
It looks like they're going to do some construction. There's a street cone right there. And son of a beach now with a jumping neck breaker on Briggs.
Indeed, and look at this now, choking away at Jax was Joey Reed right there, but remember there's no count, no pinfalls or submissions in this matchup, and that's a door right there, and Briggs just answered the door right there. Son of a beach shoved it right in his face, and remember this is a first blood matchup, our go home show to Legacy. And Briggs now going up to the top rope. Oh, and he gets chopped down right there by son of a beach. Elbow right there to the back. Oh, and that light fixture right there gets exploded right there in the face of Jax. He has not been busted wide open, and the way to win this matchup, of course, is make your opponent bleed, and they're eliminated from this matchup. And tensions have been rising between Lethal Force and the Dirty Dogs ever since the Dirty Dogs took those championships away from them at the last pay-per-view. Well, actually, it was at the Night of Champions before the Rumble. And now son of a beach in the ring waiting for Briggs and hits him with a few haymakers. And that's one way to decapitate your opponent. And son of a beach just going haywire there, and then look at Jax on the bottom of your screen with that cone.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody get busted up with a rubber cone, but I've seen different things happen to different people.
Oh, look at this now. Oh, and a big dominator right there on the outside, and look inside the ring.
Oh, he's looking for the big worm right there. And chop suey to the forehead right there, and Briggs is down.
He's down, but not out. And now, oh, look at that right there, a wipeout on Briggs, and Briggs has been busted wide open right there with that move right there on the wipeout.
So is this one-on-one? I think Joey Reed's been eliminated as well. Let's look at the camera here on the outside, and well, there he goes, the big man known as Joey Reed. As we go round and round, let's see where he's busted wide open.
Oh, he got busted open right there on the chest area. And it wasn't Briggs that got eliminated. It was Joey Reed that was eliminated. I believe he fell on top of that barricade and that cut his chest wide open.
One of these didn't need stitches, but he is bleeding.
Yeah, he sure is. And now the double team on son of a beach, and Lethal Force has the advantage right here, 2-on-1 advantage, and that's not going to go well for the Dirty Dogs. But look at son of a beach fighting back with everything that he's got here tonight.
Running power slam right there, but that's not going to make you bleed.
It's not, and now Jax on the outside. Maybe he'll grab a weapon while he's out there and try to bust open this man, son of a beach, as he's in there with Briggs right now. It's been a battle. Son of a beach doing his thing here tonight, and look at this. Oh, what a splash right there by Briggs, and now rolling to the outside. Hyperextending that elbow. And now let's see. Oh, he's got another one of those light fixtures right there, OG.
And I think if he gets hit with that one right in the head, it's going to be it. And look at this. Went for the Samoan drop, but Jax said no way. And he hit him with a version of a flatliner there.
And I think son of a beach running for his life right here tonight and trying not to get bloodied open right here. And oh, a nice low bridge right there by Briggs, and Jax back in the ring now, and looked like Briggs was going to get ready to fly here, but Jax said there's a no-fly zone, and now Thez Press, well, Thez Press, but didn't go for the punches there. Now he's just choking away there, and Briggs now with steel steps.
Yeah, those steel steps will certainly bust you open if he hits him, if he dots his eye anyways.
And now look at Jax, top rope right here, and now just waiting in the wings, if you will. And now Jax, waiting for Son of a Beach to get up to his vertical base. He does. Oh, they're both up there. Look at this. Oh, an axe handle. And some kind of a dive right there. It looks like Jax might have been hurt right there. And a big elbow to the face, and that's going to do it. Lethal Force is going to take this opening matchup right here tonight. And that's all she's going to write here tonight is Lethal Force with 2 victories under their belt against the tag team champions. And we'll have to find out this weekend how that goes and if they can get those tag team championships back from the Dirty Dogs.
Well, it's going to be exciting for sure. Legacy can't be here soon enough.
Well, it's here. Whether you want it to be here or not, OG, it is here. And right there, we missed right there when he fell on that barricade. That's what busted him wide open. The Son of a Beach doing his best to keep the match going, but right here, the big elbow right to the forehead was what did it right there. Lethal Force are your winners here tonight. Be right back with more right after this. All right, we're back on the program, ladies and gentlemen. We just saw a bloodfest between the Dirty Dogs and Jackson Briggs, Lethal Force. Get ready now. We got tag team action between the women. Peggy Sue, Ruby the Blocker in action, OG.
Ruby the Blocker returns to Tuesday nights for one night. Well, who knows? The draft is coming up next week, so maybe Big Mama's coming back home with Big Pappy.
Big Pappy.
You know, Big Pappy Pump. You need a hookup. Holler if you hear me.
Something I never want to hear again in my life, but nonetheless, Peggy Sue making the rounds here tonight is still tag team with Ruby the Blocker, the Texas Style Tornadoes tag team matchup against the champions. And of course, this woman right here won the Women's Rumble a month ago. And well, tonight she'll tag with Ruby the Blocker, who's the #1 contender for the WFA World Women's Championship. And then of course, this woman right here, Peggy Sue, has the right to choose, and she chose Jay Starr for the Undisputed Women's Championship. So it'll be the challengers versus the champions here tonight. That's a go-home show. Part of an agreement for the world to see. GM Thorne and GM J.K. Smith, of course, agreeing to this matchup. And got a little distracted during the first matchup, so we didn't get a lot of shout-outs out as we were planning to do, and got a phone call in from work. So nonetheless, here comes Ruby the Blocker.
We're going to your place, and now you got to freak me out.
Ruby the Blocker making her way down to the squared circle here tonight. And,
but I got to make my way.
well, she is walking aggressively down here.
That's the way she does all the time, Johnny.
I'm doing you all night. Scratches all
You know,
down my
a lot of those saying that the draft is next week, and right now we want to give a lot of shout outs if you listen on the first one. And shout out to Jack watching in West Texas, and of course, big one to TJ watching in South Carolina. Also, a big shout out to Moss watching in South Carolina and John as well. And then right now, there's the challengers inside the ring, and we get ready now as the champions will make their way down to the ring. And first up, representing Tuesday Night Rage, the Undisputed Women's Champion, Jay Starr. And this woman has been awesome as of late, taking down the almighty Michelle and keeping that championship around her waist. And there it is right there, the Undisputed Women's Championship. And Jay Starr making her way down the ring now. And of course, having to forfeit that Money Heist Championship. The Money Heist briefcase, and that will be a matchup this weekend at Legacy as the 8 women 4 from Rage, 4 from Riot, the same way we did back in Money Heist. And they will fight for the opportunity for that Money Heist championship. And, well, that's the briefcase, I should say. But right now, the champion, J-Star, in the ring, getting ready for action here tonight. And now we get ready for the WFA Women's World Champion from Thursday Night Riot. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrea makes her debut tonight on Tuesday night for one night only, unless she gets drafted to Tuesday nights next week. Comes Andrea making her way down to the ring, not here with Jay Mills tonight, as he's of course on the Thursday night show, and he's getting ready for an epic battle against El Guapo Chuck at Legacy, and we'll let Hector and Chad Taliban talk more about that this Thursday night. But Andrea out here with the Women's Championship in tow, and so it'll be Andrea and J-Star versus Peggy Sue and Rude Rita Blocker. And, well, since we brought up Jay Mills, we want to give a big shout out to friend Jimmy watching in the East Coast, and also a big shout out to Kenny watching in Florida. And we are off and running here, and J-Star skywalking right there and taking down Rude Rita Blocker, and then Andrea taking down Peggy Sue. So the champions starting off strong here tonight. And oh gee, well, it looks like Rude Rita Blocker's starting to make a comeback.
Well, not only her, but Peggy Sue as well, turning the tables quick. As nobody is the surefire, how do you want to call it? Nobody has momentum yet. And Rude Rita Blocker not wasting any time with that kendo stick right to the head of the champion. And that's something that Peggy Sue will, of course, like.
Well, the Queen of Mischief, Peggy Sue, is a tag team partner for Rude Rita Blocker, and it seems to be one hell of a tag team, if you ask me.
Well, they should have done that when they had the women's tag team division going.
And look at this now. Peggy Sue getting in the mind of J-Star right there, and it has a headbutt. And Andrea now going up, tornado DDT. And, well, turning out to be one hell of a matchup, OG.
Oh, it really is, and I can't wait to see both women in those respective matches. Well, 4 women, I should say, but both matches at Legacy.
And I think but Peggy Sue, I believe, has been busted wide open as Andrea with a headbutt to the head. And a dominator here on the outside. So we'll see more of the action here as it goes down. And Rude Rita Blocker picking her up, military press slam. What goes up must come down, and down goes J-Star, and now Andrea in the ring with the Rude Rita Blocker, and there's no disqualification, no countouts in this one, and Peggy Sue with a baseball bat to the back of Andrea and an enziguri from J-Star. So the matchup continues here tonight on Tuesday Night Rage, brought to you by Lucio Hot Dogs, the All-American Hot Dog, here this evening. And Rude Rita now. Oh, look at this. Looking for the shoulder breaker right there. I thought she was going for the Ritacator, but not yet. And a big knee right there from J-Star to Peggy Sue. Not Peggy Sue, but Rude Rita and Peggy Sue on the outside. And this cannot be good. And she's getting out of that predicament right there as J-Star with a running enziguri. And what a matchup between these two women. The women's division has brought itself to another level. It's elevated itself to another level here in the past year. And I mean, everybody loves them women matches. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. And the champions are still alive in this one.
And look at this. Destroyer right there. 1, 2, and almost had it.
She almost had it right there for sure. The Destroyer connected, but nothing doing And now look at this. Oh, gonna go for a head scissor, but nothing doing at the end. And now Jay Star going up to the top. And Hurricane Rana now for the champion. And the champion's looking good in this matchup here. And a code breaker from Jay Star. One of her panic moves right there. Look at the leg on Rude Rita. 1. And Peggy Sue right there to break it up at 2.
Oh, these women are all over the place. And Andrea taking down Peggy Sue right there. And it looks like the champion's going to fly.
It looks like it. And oh, a miscommunication right there as Jay Star didn't see her looking at springboard there. And champion took a tumble right there. So they go all 4 women on the outside. No disqualification, no countouts in this one. But you have to pin your opponent inside that squared circle, ladies and gentlemen, and a kendo stick now. And Rude Rita shoots her to the inside. Oh, what a drop kick from Andrea to Peggy Sue on the outside. And a little mixed match going on. And oh, Jay Star better watch out right there.
Well, we've seen this move plenty of times. I even experienced one time in the room, in the bedroom.
Oh, gee, we don't want to hear about that right there as she just squashed the champion. 1, 2, and a kick out right there. And Ruby, the blocker's bleeding from the right side of her face right there as you see the close-up. And the crowd here in Phoenix, Arizona, all fired up tonight. And they're digging it right here. The go-home show to Legacy, ladies and gentlemen, the most prestigious pay-per-view of the year. And a big elbow from the top rope from Rude Rita. Could this be it right here? 1, 2, and another kick out from Jay Star. She's very resilient, OG.
She really is. And you know, Rude Rita Blanca's making her case that she could defeat Andrea this weekend at Legacy.
Indeed, and Peggy Sue now going after the champion that she's going to face this weekend. And a big knee connects right there. No, she's sizing up the champion right here.
Oh, look at this move right here. This could be it right here. 1, 2, and a kick out again. I don't know how she does it.
I don't know where she gets it from either, but now Andrea inside the ring right here. Going after Peggy Sue, and the crowd coming alive here tonight. And a super kick from behind, and oh, she hit her right there with that big move, and I think she might be going for the shooting star press here. And then she hits it on Rude Rita. This could be it right here for the challenger, and she does hit it right there as Peggy Sue couldn't get on, couldn't distract her, but she did mess up the count right there. And now she's skywalking again. Oh, and a missile drop kick right there. She tumbles into Peggy Sue, and Peggy Sue tumbles into Andrea.
It reminds me of Thursday night bowling.
Thursday night bowling.
Yeah, that's why I'm never at watching Riot, because I'm in a bowling league.
In a bowling league? Really?
Yeah, it's the Extreme Seniors Bowling Association.
Extreme Seniors Bowling Association? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm a 2-time champion.
And Rude Rita Blocker mopping the floor with the face of Jay Star. And now Peggy Sue inside the ring with Andrea, the other champion. Not sure what she's looking for here. Goes up to the top rope right here. And axe handle smash from the top rope right there. And now, might be looking for a kill shot. And a kill shot from Peggy Sue. And down goes the champion. 1, 2, but Jay Star right there to break it up again. Oh, and she hits her right there with that one, and this has to be it. Hook of the leg. The champions are going to win this matchup. 1, 2, and a kick out of nowhere. And now look at this, another destroyer from Andrea. Rolls her up. 1, 2, and another kick out right there. And what a matchup here tonight.
Oh, it's an awesome matchup. It's a 5-star matchup. I don't care what Meltzer says.
And now look at this. Looking for the buckle bomb perhaps, but she couldn't keep her at bay. It's a preview of what we're going to see this weekend. Oh, and she takes her down right there, Andrea. Going for the big victory. 1, 2. Oh, and Peggy Sue right there at the end. 2.5. Peggy Sue. Oh, look at this, going for the Ghostface Killer. And before she can get the hook of the leg, Andrea with a destroyer right there. And now going up to J-Star again. And now let's see. Down goes J-Star, but Andrea's right there. She's going to break up the count. And now Andrea, oh, with an X-Factor right there. Hook of the leg, could this be it? 1, 2, and Peggy Sue stays alive after Rude Reed block her, able to get in there and take her down. And now look at this. Rita Cater connects right there. Could this be it? Oh, but a rope break right there by the champion, and J-Star was there to break up the count anyway. And this could be it right there for Peggy Sue. Hook of the leg, 1, 2, and the champions win this matchup right here, but the challengers are giving them a run for their money. How will it transpire this weekend at Legacy?
I don't know, but it's gonna be epic. I can tell you that much. It was hit after hit here tonight.
Sure was, like your favorite rock band.
The Beatles or the Doors? I'd say the Doors.
I wasn't up for discussion with you. I was just saying that the hits are coming like your favorite rock band.
Well, I was just saying which one was my favorite rock band, Tony. You don't have to be such a dick about it.
Oh, gee, come on, man.
Well, I'm just saying, all year you over here, being a bully, so I want to start setting up for myself.
All right, calm down. The champions able to come away with a victory here tonight. Andrea and J-Star teaming up for one night only. We'll see who wins this weekend. Andrea versus Peggy, Ruby the Blocker. J-Star versus Peggy Sue this weekend at Legacy for the respective titles. We'll be right back with more right after this. All right, we're back here on the program, ladies and gentlemen, and well, Wes Douglas is making his way down to the ring here tonight with his woman, Barbie.
As he used to say, Mr. West is in the building.
Oh, you're right about that. Mr. West is in the building. And, well, shocking developing news coming out during lunchtime today is that Cam and Wes were exchanging words in the backstage area. And, well, it turns out that Cam wants to take over the House of Douglas and call it the House of Cam.
That's what I heard, and West didn't take that too good, and they started scuffling inside the backstage area there, Johnny.
They sure did, and what I'm understanding is that this weekend it will be West versus Cam Finley. If Cam wins, he not only takes control of the House of Douglas, but Wes Douglas is going to be forced to retire.
That is interesting, and Wes has an open challenge tonight, and oh my God, look at who's here! One of the greatest of all time, the legend himself. Say it ain't so.
Uh-oh, it may be. He's here! It's El Patron on Tuesday Night Rage!
War Machine, Patron!
Damn right it is, and he is here. I'm not sure what the hell he's doing here. Patron in the building tonight. What I'm understanding, he has some business here tonight, and I think I know what that may be. Well, we'll find out later on tonight. Right now, he is going to do the open challenge against Wes Douglas. So, I mean, hell, this could be Wes Douglas' very last matchup on WFA Tuesday Night Rage. I mean, not even on Riot. This could be his very last matchup before Legacy, the Hall of Famer. It's going to be Hall of Famer versus Hall of Famer tonight. Wes versus Patron. And my goodness, the stakes have just stacked up here tonight.
as Patron in the building tonight. Not sure what he's doing here, but it's a cross-brand show, so anything is possible here tonight. It'll be interesting to see how this matchup transpires, but we are here. Wes Douglas with his main squeeze, and the rest of the house is not at ringside. And that's the first time we've seen that in a long time. But Barbie's out here being loyal to her man. And now Wes versus Patron here tonight, and we are off and running. And super kick missed right there from Patron, trying to get the early advantage on Wes Douglas here tonight. And if you just joined us, this is Johnny Bias alongside the OG here at ringside. And we've seen some pretty damn good matchups here tonight, and we are not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. We still have a couple of more matchups here tonight, as the first matchup was Lethal Force versus the Dirty Dogs in a first blood match, and well, you saw how that one ended. And then a while ago, the women's champions Andrea and Jay Starr teamed up for the first time ever, and they took on the challengers Peggy Sue and Rulita Blocker, where the champions were able to knock off the challengers. But can they do the same thing come this weekend at Legacy? You're right about that, and we still have more action. In the main event, Odin and Hector will team up as they'll take on Dean and MJ Gunner here tonight. And that'll be an interesting matchup to say the least. And of course, we are here brought to you by Lucio Hot Dogs, the All-American hot dog only found on WFA TV. And these two men are locking horns right here. And now Wes with the advantage right here, and here comes the referee to break them up right here. And well, no cheap shots right here. Mutual respect between these two men right here. They've locked horns in the past, and of course, going down memory lane, WWFD originals here. And a nice move right there from Patron. I believe he calls that the cliffhanger. He can call it whatever he wants to. That's a badass move, Patron. And a big clothesline, flying clothesline right there by El Patron. And now let's see. Gonna pick him up. Reverse Insecurity Slam right there. And Patron with the momentum here tonight. A headbutt right into the. Oh my God, he's been busted wide open. And there's a lot of blood gushing out from the left eye of Wes Douglas. Oh, look at this. Forbidden Door, and down goes Wes. All right, hook of the leg right here. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5, and Wes is still alive, but that is an ugly gash right there, OG. Well, anytime you're facing a guy like Patron, oh, look at this now. STFU. He has him locked in the middle of the ring. Could this be it for Wes right here? And no, it's not, as Patron lets the move go right there. And Patron's never been one to give mercy to his opponent. I don't think he's going to start tonight, but look at this. Patron went for the dive, a spear right there, but Wes 2 steps ahead of him right there. He sure was, kind of like a bull giving the old Olay right here tonight. But Wes has not had much luck against Patron here tonight, and we hear that Patron is very angry that he doesn't have a matchup at Legacy. Hook of the leg right here, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. The matchup continues right here, and it's been all Patron here. Now Wes finally getting some momentum going here. Trying to fight back on the legendary Patron here tonight. It's just crazy how tonight Patron is here on Tuesday nights. Sure is, and a 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. What I'm hearing is that perhaps J.K. Smith just evaluated some talent before the draft next week. And that's why GM J.K. Smith is going to be GM of the year. Right you are. And as Riot's already gone through two GMs this year, and we still with the same one. So J.K. Smith doing more than he should in the best way possible, overachieving, if you will. I love that right there. And I want to give a big shout out to Wesley Figs watching in Chicago, Illinois. Oh yeah. And a big leg drop right there from the middle rope right here. Springboard 1 and a kick out at 1, a hard one. And Patron now not giving up quite yet. And we'll see
Oh, look at this now. Crossface crippler right here from Wes Douglas. Patron in trouble. Is he going to tap out here tonight? Wes Douglas trying his best to keep him at bay, but Patron not giving up quite easily. And now, franchise tag. And that one connects. Can he take down Patron here tonight? 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5.
Damn good matchup here tonight between these two men. The crowd here yelling fight forever.
And of course they will like that because Wes and Patron don't lock horns too often. Patron back up to his vertical base now. But Wes Douglas going up now. And let's see. Oh, and a big thunderous clothesline off the top rope right there. And now Wes taking down Patron, but a jawbreaker connects to Patron now. And now a big shot from Patron. And now Irish whip. Oh, he slipped right there as he's trying to go for something there. I hope he didn't get hurt.
Oh, he did his playing possum and a nice corkscrew elbow. And Wes is in a little bit of trouble now.
Sure is, and a big shot right to the back of the head right there. And Patron now going for the STFU again. This time it could be it for Wes. He's locked in deep in the middle of the ring. Nowhere to go. And he's going to tap out, and Patron with a big victory over Wes Douglas here tonight.
Could he be facing the same fate this weekend at Legacy? I just got a text from Cam, and he said the house is mine. LOL, 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 LOL.
That's a lot of LOLs.
Sure is. Made my eyes spin a little bit.
And Patron and Wes with a nice battle here on Tuesday Night Rage. Could this be the last time that we see Wes Douglas in a WFA ring before Legacy? Well, I mean, Legacy, of course, he has a matchup, but could this be the last time that we see him here on Tuesday Night Rage?
Well, if it is his last matchup, I will say this. I will salute Wes and saying he had a fabulous career, a Hall of Famer. Did everything that he could except for win the World Championship. But it's still a nice storybook ending.
But this one is not with the STFU and Patron. Here on Tuesday night, wins the matchup. And just got this. Then we'll hear from Patron later on tonight. So not sure what he's doing here, but Patron is your winner. We're right back with more. The X Division Championship is on the line. Coming up next. All right, we get ready now as the X Division Championship is on the line, ladies and gentlemen. And here comes the Samoan Pitbull, DeAndre Otunga. This man defeating Bane last week in a one-on-one encounter. He and J.K. Smith said if he can defeat him, he can face him next week. And well, he did defeat Bane in an awesome matchup last week. And well, we're here to today where he will face Bane for the X Division Championship tonight. And we did also hear from J.K. Smith, and it said that this weekend the X Division Championship will be on the line in a Fatal 4-Way matchup. And it's not only in a Fatal 4 matchup, it's in a Fatal 4 ladder match. So the X Division is heating up. So it's not about who walks in, but who walks out as the champion tonight. And from what I hear is, well, X Division, you don't get a rematch for losing the X Division Championship going forward. But we have heard from J.K. Smith that said that Bane is an excellent champion, and if he was to lose to this man tonight, he will offer the last rematch to Bane to be in that ladder match. So it's up to DeAndre Otunga to punch his ticket tonight into Legacy if he wins this matchup tonight.
A lot on the line for sure. That's why it's the Go Home Show, one of the biggest nights of the year.
I believe it's one of the 3 biggest nights of the year. The Go Home Show is always electric. Then you have Legacy itself. with the Hall of Fame, and then the night after the draft now becoming one of the milestone shows on WFA TV.
You never know who's gonna pop in. You never know.
And now we get ready. And this man right here, the X Division champion, Bane, paying homage to TJ, who is still recovering from that accident that he had a few weeks ago. And TJ, we have you in our thoughts and prayers as you recover. But right now, the X Division champion, Bane, making his way down to the squared circle here tonight. And we do want to give a big shout out to the Piper family.
I can see the fear that breathes in your heart. Where will you run? Where will you hide? I see the blood drip from your eyes.
Piper family always watching WFA TV, one of the originals from WWF-FD, as this guy used to be known as T. Piper. Now has evolved into Bane. So legendary career for this man, Bane, former world heavyweight champion, former tag team champion, former I don't think the United States champion, former Intercontinental champion, Heritage champion, former Riot champion. I believe he was a YouTube television champion at one point as well, but we'll have to check on that. But anyway, shout out to T. Piper and the rest of the Piper family watching here tonight. And also a big shout out going out to our friend Jamar watching in Richmond, Virginia, who is also J.K. Smith, if you didn't already know that.
Yeah, Jamar is one of our good buddies. And hey, Mr. Postman. I don't know the rest of the song, but anyways, heck, just more used to that karaoke jerseys than right.
It sure is, and now we get ready, and there's the X Division Championship on your screen. Let's go down to the ring for the announcement of these two X Division participants.
Introducing the challenger from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing in at 347 pounds, the Samoan Pitbull Ultra,
And there he is, DeAndre Otunga.
and his opponent from Concord, New Hampshire, weighing in at 262 pounds, the worldwide Extreme Champion,
And there's Bane right there looking on. We are ready for action. X Division Championship on the line. No disqualifications, no countouts in this one. There must be a clear-cut winner, as that is the universal rule here on WFA TV. No disqualifications, no countouts on every single championship match. Well, actually, the rule is no countouts, but there is still rope breaks.
However you want to say it, Johnny Boy, but we are ready for action here. Adrian Butler at ringside.
And these two are going to lock horns again, and oh man, look at this, a big chop to the face of Bane, and we saw this last week from the Samoan Pitbull, and this time Bane taking a page out of his playbook and a roll-up and no count there as a quick kick out, and now Bane going after Otunga here, and Otunga now trying to get the momentum against the champion here in the opening of this matchup, and Bane looks like he's a man possessed tonight, does not want to lose that championship whatsoever. And now Otunga fighting off Bane right here, and nobody's had a clear-cut advantage as of yet. And now shoots him into the corner, does the champion, and watch out, Tiffany Diaz is at ringside. Of course, the manager for whatever Gunner's faction is called, they don't even have a name for their faction, and we'll have to get with Gunner about that. And he's in action later on. Oh, coming up next, as a matter of fact, against Hector Noden, the two men that are going to face him, night 1 and 2. And we'll have more on that in a little bit. And stun gun connects right there on the face of the Samoan Pitbull, and now, and he tosses him right there to the side, and now Bane standing tall. You can't even see his head on the screen right there. Maybe we can zoom out a little bit. Been having issues with our camera setup here, and we apologize for that. And now Otunga again backing up. And Bane, look at the eyes of Bane here tonight, looking like a man possessed.
He sure does, and he's starting to scare me. I thought Coffin was scary.
Well, we do know that John Coffin will be in that X Division matchup as well. And we'll find out who the other participants are going to be in that X Division matchup. And the Samoan Pitbull now taking it to Bane here. Can he get the championship off the champion? But Bane, when it's on the line, he turns it up a gear. And oh, look at this now, Samoan. Oh, he went for the Samoan drop and slithers out of it. Does Bane. And now a couple of shots to the head right here. And Irish whip to the corner. Exposed turnbuckle. Tiffany Diaz exposed that turnbuckle. And it worked to perfection, but a big boot to the face right there from the champion. One, and a kick out at one, and the matchup continues here tonight. Rolling both men to the outside. Tiffany better watch out. Big strike right there from the champion on the challenger. Otunga versus Bane here. X Division Championship is on the line, and we just found out that Josh Moss will be the other participant in that X Division ladder match. So the field could be set if Otunga can win the championship. We know who the four would be. But if he does lose, then we heard that another superstar will take place in that matchup. So a lot of implications here coming this weekend. And the only reason that Bane would get in if he loses the championship is because his contract stated that he'd get the rematch before the rule change. If you just joined us, the rule changes that X Division champions no longer get a rematch. It goes to the next person in line, so it just gives a little bit more oomph to that division not being able to get a rematch.
Oh, and Tiffany Diaz just got in the way right there and distracted Bane. Tell you what, that woman is, she's stronger than most of the men on the roster.
Well, she can take a bump, I know that much.
Oh, Johnny, I hope you're not talking about the kind that Gunner likes, but I digress.
Oh, will you stop it already? Well, Bane now taking down the challenger. Could he hit him with a final nail right here? And, well, no, he's going to go up now. He's going to go tight walking, but Otunga knew it was coming and gets out of it. And big suplex coming right here. And Bane gets out of it. And a chop from behind right into the MCL of Otunga. And now has him up. Suplex connects. And the big man Bane taking care of business so far. Now going underneath the ring for a weapon. And he's got a kendo stick in hand. The crowd here in Phoenix loves it. Right into the abdomen area right there of Otunga. And another one. And the Samoan Pitbull is down right here.
Well, I think that the way he handles Otunga, he might have been a dog catcher before he was a wrestler.
Oh, come on. A dog catcher.
Well, you never know. What's wrong with dog catching?
Well, nothing, but I mean, I don't see Bane wearing a dog catcher suit. And a hook of the leg, 1, 2, and a kick out right there, and the match continues. And now going into the corner here, and Otunga setting up right here, might be looking for the big spear, and he connects on the champion. Could this be it right here?
He didn't go for the cover. He might be going for another one.
Well, Bane up to his vertical base already, so didn't get the second spear in. Oh, but he hits him with that one right there. 1, 2, and a kick out of the matchup continues here on Tuesday Night Rage.
Bane is resilient, that's for damn sure.
And now look at this, has him up, going for a snake eyes in the corner, and he connects that one. Now going to the outside, Tiffany Diaz giving him some instructions and goes back into the ring again.
Picks him up and lays him out.
And now look at this, a big shot to the head. And he rolls him up right here. Schoolboy, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5. Almost had him right there with a schoolboy. Oh, and he turned him inside out with a flying clothesline. And now Bane could be closing in on the Samoan Pitbull, but he gets up to his vertical base. And, look at this. Pop up, final nail connects, and this could be it.
No, it's not. He's going to go for the big one.
Oh, he really is right here. The final nail. If he hits this one, this could be it. Has him up and down. The final nail connects. Can he win the Can he retain the championship? 1, 2, and no! Otunga with a 2.5.
Oh, look at Bane going for the kill right here again.
Going for a second final nail, but went to the well too many times. The Samoan Pitbull now trying to turn the tide right here. Super kick connects to the champion.
And that kendo stick just exploded on the face of Bane. And now Otunga looking to finish off the champion.
He really is, and has him right there. Samoan Nightmare connects. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, and we have a new champion. DeAndre Otunga has won the X Division Championship here tonight, OG.
And that means that both men they're going to be in a fatal 4-ladder match. It'll be Otunga the champion, Bane, Coffin, and Little Moss.
And that's going to be one hell of a matchup. A ladder match this weekend at Legacy for the X Division Championship. But tonight, we walk out with a new champion. The Samoan Pitbull taking care of business here tonight.
And I thought that was the beginning of the end right here. First a pop-up powerbomb. Then he hit him with a final nail.
I already thought that was it too. The final nail connected right here. And I really thought Bane was going to retain. But right here, after some offense, the Samoan Nightmare connects right there. And the Samoan Pitbull walks out, or walks into Legacy, I should say, the new X Division champion. We'll be right back with more right after this. All right, it's main event time, ladies and gentlemen, here on Tuesday Night Rage, brought to you by Lucio Hot Dogs, the All-American Hot Dog, and we get ready now as Odin O'Shea will make his way down to the ring as he'll tag team with everybody's favorite homie, Hector Hernandez, in the main event here tonight. Phoenix is about to go God mode!
Sometimes they're Johnny, but you're right. Phoenix is going God mode here tonight.
This man right here, the #1 contender for Gunner's Undisputed Dynasty Championship. And that will be one hell of a matchup, if I do say so myself. We have not announced when that matchup will be, because there's 2 heavyweight championships. Obviously, Odin facing Gunner for the Undisputed Dynasty Championship, and then Chico himself, El Wabo Chuck, will challenge Jay Mills for the WFA World Title. We know that that one's going to be the main event for sure, so we'll have to talk to Gunner and J.K. Smith and see if this one will headline. Well, he can't headline Saturday night because he has a matchup for the United States Championship against this man, everybody's favorite homie, the newest Hall of Famer, ladies and gentlemen, Hector Hernandez.
Well, he told me, Johnny, that he no longer wants to be known as everybody's favorite homie. He wants to be known as the new Triple H. Hall of Fame Hector.
Oh, that's very witty, but I don't think that Paul Levesque would like that one bit. Well, Hector getting ready to tango tonight, and he'll challenge Gunner this Saturday for the United States Championship, and that should be one hell of a matchup. But I think Gunner has his number this time.
Unless you'll have a dirty secret that you're not letting us know about.
No, I'm just saying he's going to beat him one-on-one.
Well, the last time these two men got in the ring, Hector was the one that beat Gunner, just saying, twice, maybe 3 times.
All right, well, anyways, Hector and Odin are at ringside, and we get ready now as the undisputed Dynasty Champion, the Hall of Famer, the one and only Superfly Gunner. Not only is he coming out by himself, but he's coming out with the Omega, Mr. Tuesday Night, ladies and gentlemen, Dean Lashley. Here they come, MJ Gunner and Dean Lashley making their way down to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, and well, they'll tag team tonight against Hector and Odin in the main event. And for some reason, Gunner did not come out with the championship belt. He usually comes out with both of them, but game glitching out, game doing what the game's gonna do, and United States champion and undisputed Dynasty champion in the same ring.
Well, it's the same person, Johnny.
Well, I know it is, but I'm just saying.
You know, it's a damn shame that Gunner's a double champion, because I think that it takes away from the United States champion. Sometimes they ask me who's the United States champion, and I forget, because it's never shown on TV, because this guy wants to be all the champions.
Well, he's going to do what he does because he's Superfly and he's the champion. Nice double team right there by Hector and Odin. And these two men tonight doing what they do best, and Hector gets under the skin of Gunner all the time, but Gunner said he's like a mosquito that just won't leave. And now Hector waiting, going for the springboard and a nice head scissor takedown by Hector. And now Hector misses the elbow right there and moves out of the way. And now head scissor takedown by Hector again, and that's going to be an interesting matchup this Saturday. But now Dean Lashley gets the tag in as Odin comes back in. Oh, and a nice chop to the knee right there. And Dean Lashley, as of late, has just been Gunner's right-hand man, taking care of all this dirty work.
Yeah, and I heard that Dean Lashley doesn't like doing all that dirty work. I mean, I know they're good friends, but there's more to Dean that you can utilize than just having him pick apart your opponents.
Well, he was chosen by J.K. Smith to represent Tuesday nights against a member of the Riot roster, as they'll go at it one-on-one, and the winner will receive the number 1 draft pick for their respective brands. So that's going to be an interesting the way that's going to work. And I don't know if the GMs are going to be able to stand each other. They've been partnering up pretty good, but they might be playing a little possum, if you will, because come the draft, they are going to be at each other's wits. And on 9 count, I think Odin O'Shea and Hector are going to steal one here tonight. And they do, and Odin and Hector lie stealing and chilling their way into the victory here tonight.
Oh my goodness, what a travesty here tonight. I really thought we were going to have one hell of a matchup. Look at that white noise right there from Odin and Hector. My goodness, what a matchup. But Hector and Odin steal one, and they're celebrating in the ring. My goodness, these two men putting a fast one on Gunner, and that's not going to be good for them this Saturday. Maybe it will be.
Oh, it's not. Trust me, it's not. Wait a minute. Who's coming out here now?